Did you know that the universe is sending powerful messages especially for you, Gemini? Right now, as you listen to these words, a cosmic alignment is happening that can completely transform your financial and emotional life. And I'm not just talking about money in your pocket. I'm talking about true wealth, the kind that touches every aspect of your existence. You know that feeling that you're about to enter a new phase, but you still can't quite understand what's changing? Well, that's exactly what's happening now. The universe has prepared 10 special messages that will reveal how you, a Gemini, can finally enter the richest and most abundant phase of your life. And when I say rich, I'm talking about prosperity in every sense: financial, emotional, spiritual, and in relationships. Each message I'm going to share here has been carefully selected for you to understand the signs that are already around you, but that you may not yet have clearly perceived. Many Geminis have been feeling a different kind of restlessness lately, that desire to change everything, to start something new, to break free from old patterns. And do you know why? Because the cosmos is signaling that the time has come for your big turning point. But be warned, if you don't pay attention to these messages, you might miss the most important opportunity of your journey. So stay with me until the end, because every word you're about to hear has been specially chosen to guide you through this transformation. Prepare your heart and mind, because what you're about to discover in the next few minutes has the power to completely change how you see your potential and the abundance you deserve to receive. Message 1. The universe is asking you to trust your duality. Gemini, the first message the universe wants you to understand is about your dual nature. For a long time, you may have heard that being a person with multiple interests, multiple personalities, and multiple desires was something negative. How many times have you heard that you need to be more focused, more consistent, more predictable? Well, I'm here to tell you that this is a great cosmic lie. Your duality is not a flaw. It is your greatest treasure. The universe created you this way precisely because it needs someone versatile, adaptable, and capable of navigating different worlds. While other people are stuck in a single view of reality, you have the natural ability to see multiple angles at the same time. And do you know what that means in practice? It means you have enormous potential to create multiple sources of income, to develop diverse talents, and to adapt quickly to the changes that life presents. The richest phase of your life begins exactly when you stop fighting against this essence of yours and start using it to your advantage. Think about it. The modern world needs people who can multitask, who communicate well, who understand different points of view. And who does that better than a Gemini? Nobody. So, the first thing you need to do to enter this new phase of abundance is to stop apologizing for being who you are. Stop trying to fit your multifaceted personality into a small box just because someone said you need to choose a single path. The truth is, your path is wide, full of possibilities, brimming with different directions. And all of them can lead you to wealth. The universe is showing you now that it's time to embrace all your talents. That project you put aside because you thought you needed to dedicate yourself to only one thing? Pick it up again. That crazy idea that popped into your head but you ignored because it seemed too different from what you were already doing? Develop it. Each facet of you is a gateway to a new form of prosperity. And when you finally understand this, when you truly accept that you can be many people at once, that's when the doors of abundance truly begin to open. Your quick mind, your ability to learn new things easily, your skill in conversing with any type of person. These are all powerful tools the universe has given you to create wealth. Use these tools without fear, without guilt, and without shame. Message 2. Your communication is the key to your fortune. The second message from the universe to you is about the immense power that exists in your way of communicating. Gemini, you were born with a natural gift for words. Whether speaking, writing, gesturing, or even through silence at the right time, you know how to express yourself in a way that touches people. But are you really using this gift to your advantage? Are you realizing that every conversation you have, every text you write, every idea you share can be a seed of prosperity? The universe is showing you now that your wealth will come through communication. And look, this can manifest in so many different ways. It could be through your own business where you sell products or services. It could be teaching other people something you master. It could be writing, creating content, sharing your ideas with the world. It could simply be using your words to create valuable connections that will open unexpected doors. The point here is, you are underestimating the value of your voice. Many Geminis have the habit of talking, but they don't realize the real impact their words have on people. Have you ever stopped to think about how many times someone has told you that something you said completely changed their perspective? How many times have your ideas inspired someone to take an important action? This happens to you all the time, but perhaps you're not giving it the importance it deserves. The universe is signaling that the time has come for you to start valuing your words like the gold they are. And more. It's time for you to start sharing your ideas more strategically. It's not just about talking for the sake of talking. It's about speaking with intention, with purpose, knowing that each of your words has the power to attract opportunities. If you have a business idea, stop keeping it to yourself. Start talking about it, testing the market, seeing how people react. If you have knowledge about a subject, stop thinking that everyone already knows about it. Share, teach, show what you know. There are people who need to hear exactly what you have to say. And you know what's even more interesting? In the current era, communication has multiplied in possibilities. You no longer need to be physically present to reach people. Technology has opened endless doors for those who know how to communicate well. And who masters communication better than Gemini? So use this cosmic advantage you have. Create, speak, write, record, post, share. Your fortune awaits on the other side of your courage to fully express yourself. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal. And you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. Let's continue with our video now. Message 3. Stop wasting your energy on things that don't matter. Now comes a message that might be a little difficult to hear, but extremely necessary. Gemini, you have a very strong, very active mental energy, always thinking about 1,000 things at once. This is wonderful, but it can also be your biggest trap. The universe is warning you that you have been wasting precious energy on things that add nothing to your life. You know those pointless arguments on social media? Those conversations that drain your energy but lead nowhere? Those repetitive thoughts about situations you can't change? All of that is energy leakage. And energy is wealth, my dear Gemini. When you disperse your vital force on small worries, on gossip, on situations that don't deserve your attention, you are literally throwing money away. Because mental energy is currency. It's with it that you create, that you solve problems, that you find innovative solutions. So one of the most important messages from the universe for you at this moment is, learn to save your energy for what really matters. And how do you do that? First, you need to develop a better filter for your interactions. Not every conversation deserves your participation. Not every controversy needs your opinion. Not every problem that belongs to someone else is yours to solve. You, as a Gemini, have a natural tendency to want to understand everything, to want to participate in everything, to want to be everywhere at once. But this exhausts you. And when you are mentally exhausted, you can't see the real opportunities that are right in front of you. Second, you need to start prioritizing. Yes, I know this is difficult for you because everything seems interesting, everything seems important. But the truth is that only a few things will truly lead you to the richest phase of your life. And these things need 100% of your attention, not just the bits and pieces left over after you've scattered in 50 different directions. The universe is calling you to discipline, but not that rigid and boring discipline. It's calling you to intelligent discipline, the kind that allows you to enjoy your multifaceted nature, but with direction. It's like being a river with many branches, but all of them lead to the ocean of abundance. When you learn to channel your mental energy toward the right projects, the right people, and the right opportunities, that's when you see the magic happen. Your ideas begin to transform into concrete reality. Your plans begin to bear real fruit. Your potential finally manifests in the material world. So take an honest look. Where are you wasting your energy? What activities, people, or thoughts are draining your strength without giving anything back? It's time to cut off those leaks and redirect all that power to building the rich life you deserve. Message 4. Your relationships are gateways to prosperity. The fourth message from the universe touches on something very special for you. Gemini, relationships. You are a sign ruled by communication and exchange, so naturally, your life is full of connections. But the universe wants you to understand something very important now. Every person who crosses your path is a possible gateway to abundance. And this doesn't mean using people, no. It means recognizing that we live in a network of energy where we are all connected. And when you take good care of your relationships, when you nurture your connections with sincerity and generosity, the universe reciprocates by bringing opportunities through these people. How many times in your life has an incredible opportunity arrived through someone you knew? How many doors have opened because you talked to the right person at the right time? This is not a coincidence, my friend. It's the universe working through your social connections. But here's the point that many Geminis don't realize. You tend to have many superficial connections and few deep connections. You know everyone, you talk to everyone, but do you really build true bonds? The universe is showing you that to enter the richest phase of your life, you need to balance quantity with quality in your relationships. Yes, continue being the sociable and open person you are. Continue making new friends, continue expanding your network. But also reserve time and energy to deepen some special relationships. Those people who truly understand you, who vibrate at the same frequency as you, who share similar values. These deep connections are the ones that will sustain you in difficult times, and are also the ones that will generate the most significant opportunities. Furthermore, the universe is warning you to be careful with toxic relationships. Because you are a person who likes to talk and understand different points of view, you sometimes maintain connections that should have been cut off a long time ago. People who only complain, who only criticize, who only drain your energy. These people are blocking your blessings. Seriously, while you keep the door open for negative energy to enter through worn-out relationships, you are closing space for new, positive, and prosperous connections to appear. So do some cleansing. Look at your social circle and be honest. Who is adding value and who is only taking away? There's no need to create drama or fight with anyone. Just gently distance yourself from the energies that no longer align with the prosperous version of yourself that is being born now. And here's a powerful secret. When you want to attract prosperity through relationships, start by being a source of value to others yourself. Share your knowledge, help when you can, celebrate the victories of others, be generous with your words of encouragement. What you give comes back multiplied. Always. Message 5. Trust your intuition, it's stronger than ever. Gemini, the time has come to talk about something many of your sign ignore. Intuition. Yes, you are a mental, rational sign that likes to analyze everything logically, but the universe is sending you a clear message now. Your intuition is stronger than ever, and you need to start paying attention to it. Those hunches you have and ignore, those strange sensations about certain situations, those sudden impulses to do something different. All of this is the voice of the universe speaking directly to you, trying to guide you towards prosperity. The problem is that most of the time you ignore these intuitive messages because you want to understand everything rationally first. You want to have all the answers before taking the first step. But the truth is that the richest phase of your life will require you to trust things you can't yet fully explain. It will require you to take leaps of faith, to follow paths that seem strange to logic but make perfect sense to your soul. And do you know what the beauty of that is? When you learn to balance your rational mind with your spiritual intuition, you become unstoppable, because then you have the best of both worlds. The ability to analyze and plan, but also the sensitivity to perceive invisible opportunities that only intuition can capture. Think about how many times you've had a hunch about something and ignored it, only to later discover you were absolutely right. Think about how many opportunities you may have missed because your logical mind said no, even when your heart was saying yes. The universe is asking you now to give more space to that inner voice. And how to better develop this intuition? First, you need to create moments of silence in your routine. I know it's difficult for you to be quiet, because your mind is always restless, always wanting to process information. But it is precisely in silence that the voice of intuition can be heard. It could be meditation, it could be a walk in nature, it could simply be spending a few minutes doing nothing without a cell phone, without distractions. In these moments, pay attention to the sensations that arise, the thoughts that appear out of nowhere, the images that come to your mind. Second, start writing down your intuitions. When you have a hunch about something, write it down. Then see if that has been confirmed. Over time, you will begin to trust these perceptions more because you will have concrete proof that they work. And third, start small. You don't need to make huge decisions based solely on intuition right away. Start by using your intuition in small, everyday choices. Which path to follow? Who to talk to? Which project to start first? As you get these small intuitive choices right, you will gain confidence to use this tool in bigger decisions. The prosperity that is coming your way won't knock on your door with an instruction manual. It will appear disguised as unusual opportunities, unexpected encounters, sudden ideas. And only those with sharp intuition can recognize these disguised blessings. Message 6. It's time to turn ideas into concrete action. Now let's talk about something that is both Gemini's greatest gift and greatest challenge: ideas. Gemini, you are an idea machine. Your mind is constantly generating new projects, new possibilities, new visions of what could be. This is absolutely fantastic. The problem is that many of these ideas remain only in the mental world and never materialize in physical reality. And the universe is sending you a very clear message now. The time has come to transform these ideas into concrete action, because an idea without action is just a dream. And you didn't come here to dream of wealth, you came to truly live it. So, what is preventing you from putting your ideas into practice? Most of the time, it's disguised perfectionism. You want to have everything perfectly planned before you start. You want to have all the answers. You want to be absolutely sure that it will work. But the truth is that this will never happen. There will never be a perfect moment. All the ideal conditions will never be met. If you keep waiting for that, you'll spend your whole life just thinking while other people with even worse ideas than yours are out there making things happen and thriving. Another thing that paralyzes Geminis is having too many ideas at the same time. You start a project, then another idea comes along that seems more exciting. You abandon the first to start the second, then a third one appears, and in the end you have 10 half-finished projects and none completed. The universe is calling you to completion, to finish what you start, to see at least some of your projects reach the end and turn into real results. And look, there's no problem with having several ideas. The problem is not choosing any to actually develop to the end. So here's a practical exercise that will change your life. Choose a maximum of 3 ideas to focus on in the coming months. Just 3. And commit to taking those 3 to a point where they are working in the real world, generating some kind of result, whether it's money, recognition, or experience. After those 3 are established, then you can add others. But first, prove to the universe and to yourself that you can achieve what you imagine. Because when you do that, when you show that you are a person who transforms mental energy into material reality, then the universe begins to trust you more and sends even greater opportunities. Another important thing: accept that your first attempts will not be perfect. You will make mistakes, you will adjust, you will learn. And that's okay. It's part of the process. Perfection doesn't exist in action, it only exists in theory. In the real world, what works is continuous improvement. You start, you learn from your mistakes, you adjust, you improve. And each of these cycles brings you closer to the version that will really work and bring the results you want. So, commitment from now on: less eternal planning, more imperfect action. Less waiting for the right moment, more creating the right moment through your actions. Your ideas are golden seeds, but seeds only become fruitful trees if they are planted in the soil of action. Message 7. Embrace instability as part of your path to wealth. This message may seem strange at first glance, but it's one of the most important for you, Gemini. The universe is telling you to embrace instability, to make peace with constant change, to understand that your path to wealth will not be linear or predictable. And do you know why? Because you are not a linear or predictable person. You are changeable, adaptable, always transforming. So why do you torture yourself trying to build a rigid and stable life like other signs? That will never work for you. Your nature demands movement, variety, change. And when you finally accept this, when you stop fighting against your essence and start surfing the waves of change, then things start to flow. Many Geminis live with the feeling that they are doing something wrong because they can't hold down a job for many years, or because they are always changing interests, or because they don't follow the traditional path that society expects. But the universe is showing you now that this is not a flaw. This is design. You were created to be flexible precisely because the modern world increasingly needs people who can adapt quickly. Traditional careers are ending. Fixed jobs are becoming rare. The future belongs to those who can multitask, who can reinvent themselves, who are not afraid of change. And who does this better than you? So instead of trying to fit your life into old molds of stability, create your own model of prosperity based on flexibility. This may mean having multiple sources of income instead of depending on just one. It may mean developing several different skills instead of specializing in just one thing. It may mean always learning new things, always adapting, always evolving. And yes, this may seem scary sometimes, because it gives that feeling of insecurity, of not having firm ground beneath your feet. But the truth is that this insecurity is just your mind trying to cling to old concepts of how life should be. When you truly trust the universe and your ability to adapt, you realize that you have something much more powerful than stability. You have resilience. You have the ability to bounce back quickly when things go wrong. You have the mental agility to find new solutions when plans change. You have the versatility to seize opportunities that arise unexpectedly. These qualities are worth far more than having a predictable and secure routine. Furthermore, instability brings growth. Every change you face forces you to develop new skills, meet new people, and expand your worldview. And each of these expansions brings you closer to the wealthy and prosperous version of yourself that the universe planned from the beginning. So the next time life brings you an unexpected change, instead of panicking, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what opportunity is hidden here? What new door is opening? How can I use my flexibility to turn this into an advantage? When you change your perspective on instability, it ceases to be a threat and becomes your ally in building wealth. Message 8. Your curiosity is a gateway to abundance. Gemini, let's talk now about one of your most striking and powerful characteristics: your insatiable curiosity. You want to know everything, understand how things work, explore every new subject that crosses your path. And many people may have told you that this is a lack of focus, that you need to specialize in just one thing. But the universe has a completely different message. Your curiosity is one of your greatest assets. It's what will take you to places where other people don't even think of going. It's what will make you connect ideas that no one else would connect. It's what will give you unique advantages in the world. Think about it. How many innovations have happened because someone combined knowledge from completely different areas? How many revolutionary solutions have emerged because someone had a broad vision instead of just a deep one? That someone is you. The Gemini is the master of connecting different worlds. You can have knowledge of technology and also of art. You can understand business and also spirituality. You can know about health and also about communication. And when you put all this together, you create something unique that only you can offer. The universe is showing you that the richest phase of your life will arrive when you stop trying to suppress your curiosity and start using it strategically. Instead of feeling guilty for being interested in so many different things, celebrate it. Explore diverse fields of knowledge. Read about varied subjects. Take courses on completely different things. Talk to people from different areas. Each bit of knowledge you accumulate is like a piece of a large puzzle. You don't yet know exactly how everything will fit together, but you can trust that the universe has a plan. At some point in your journey, you will need that seemingly random information you learned years ago. You will make a brilliant connection that is only possible because you have diverse knowledge. And that's where the magic happens. Furthermore, in today's world, those with broad knowledge have a huge competitive advantage. Companies are looking for people who can move between different areas. Successful entrepreneurs are those who understand not only their product, but also marketing, sales, finance, technology, and human relationships. And who can learn about all of this more easily? You. So do this. Instead of trying to become the greatest expert in a single area, focus on becoming exceptionally competent in 3 or 4 complementary areas. For example, if you enjoy writing, also learn about digital marketing and how to create online businesses. Then you're not just another writer. You're someone who knows how to write, sell, and be an entrepreneur. This rare combination puts you on a completely different level. Your curiosity also protects you from becoming obsolete. In a world that changes so quickly, those who don't learn new things fall behind. But you, with your natural thirst for knowledge, are always updating yourself, always discovering new trends, always ahead. So honor your curiosity, feed it, use it. It's your secret gateway to abundance. Message 9. The time has come to monetize your natural talents. Now let's touch on a crucial point, Gemini. You have incredible talents, natural abilities that many people would kill to have. But how many of these talents are you actually turning into money? How many of these skills are generating concrete wealth in your life? The universe is sending you a very direct message right now. It's time to stop offering your talent for free and start valuing what you do. Many Geminis have a serious problem with this. You are so generous, so willing to help, so eager to share knowledge, that you end up doing a lot without charging anything. And look, generosity is beautiful. But when you are constantly giving your time, your energy, and your talent without receiving anything in return, you are blocking your own prosperity. You are telling the universe that what you do has no value. And if you don't value it, how do you expect other people to value it? So first step, make a list of all your talents and skills. Absolutely everything you know how to do well. It can be big things like public speaking or creating content. It can be smaller things like organizing events or giving advice. Everything counts. Next, look at that list and honestly ask yourself, which of these skills could I be using to generate income? And don't come at me with that story that nobody will pay for what you do. There are always people willing to pay for something well done. The problem is that you're not offering it. You're not showing the world that it's available. You're not charging for the value you deliver. Second step, set limits. You can continue helping people for free from time to time, of course, but set clear limits. For example, you can offer free help up to a certain point, but when the demand requires more time or significant effort, you charge. Or you can have specific days for volunteer work and the other days are for paid work. The important thing is for you to understand that your time and energy are precious and limited resources. When you spend everything on unpaid things, there's nothing left to build your wealth. Third step, learn to charge what you're worth. Many Geminis are ashamed to put high prices on their services or products. They think it's arrogance, they think nobody will pay, they think they're not good enough to charge that much. But the truth is, price is perceived as value. When you charge too little, people assume it's not that good. When you charge a fair price for the real value you deliver, people respect you more and value your work more. So, do your market research, understand how much professionals in your field are charging, and position yourself accordingly. And if you still don't feel confident charging a lot, that's okay. Start with a reasonable price and increase it as you gain experience and confidence. But start. Stop offering your gold for free while complaining that you don't have money. The universe is showing you that you already have everything you need to create wealth. Your talents are your tools. Now you just need to use them correctly. Message 10. Trust in the divine timing of your transformation. And we've reached the 10th and final message from the universe for you, Gemini. And perhaps it's the most important of all. Trust in the divine timing of your transformation. You may be anxious, wanting everything to happen quickly, wanting to see immediate results. But the universe works with different timescales than ours. While you're rushing, wanting to reap the rewards now, the cosmos is preparing something much greater than you can imagine. Every delay you experience is not rejection, it's redirection. Every door that closes is not the end, it's protection. Every time something doesn't go as planned, it's because there's a better plan being woven behind the scenes of your life. And you need to trust in that. You need to have faith that everything is aligning perfectly for your greater good. I know it's difficult, especially for you who has a quick mind and wants fast results. But some riches need time to consolidate. Some transformations need a gestation period. You can't rush the birth of a new version of yourself. It has its natural time, and the universe knows exactly what that time is. So while you wait, don't stand still. Keep acting, keep growing, keep preparing. But do it lightly, knowing that you're not fighting against time, you're flowing with it. Every step you take, even if it seems small, is bringing you closer to the richest phase of your life. Every lesson you learn now will be essential for you to sustain the abundance that is coming. Because you see, the universe isn't just preparing you to receive wealth, it's preparing you to keep it, to be worthy of it, to use it wisely. And that requires maturity, it requires inner evolution, it requires profound transformation. If everything arrived now, you wouldn't be ready. But in due time, you will be fully prepared, fully aligned, fully receptive. And then when abundance arrives, it will stay. It won't be fleeting. It will be sustainable. So take a deep breath and trust. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust the universe. Your time is coming, but it will arrive at the perfect timing, not before, not after. And when you arrive, you will look back and be grateful for every delay, for every obstacle, for every difficult moment, because you will understand that everything was part of building your true wealth. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. So my dear Gemini, we've reached the end of these 10 powerful messages that the universe has prepared especially for you. And I want you to know that every word spoken here was not by chance. You were guided to this video because you are ready to enter the richest phase of your life. Not just rich in money, but rich in purpose, in true connections, in personal fulfillment, in inner peace. The wealth that is coming to you is complete, it is total, it is transformative. But always remember, you are not alone on this journey. The universe is conspiring in your favor at every moment. Even when it seems like nothing is happening, even when you doubt, even when fear tries to paralyze you, know that invisible forces are working tirelessly to align everything perfectly for you. So what do you need to do now? Put into practice everything you've heard here. Embrace your duality. Use your communication wisely. Focus your energy on what really matters. Cultivate true relationships. Trust your intuition. Transform ideas into action. Accept instability as an ally. Feed your curiosity. Monetize your talents. And above all, trust in divine timing. When you do this, when you align yourself with these messages from the universe, your life changes. Not overnight, but consistently and sustainably. Each day you become a little more prosperous, a little more fulfilled, a little more complete. And before you know it, you'll look back and see how far you've come, how much you've evolved, how much you've achieved. Now, I want to make a special request of you. If these messages touched your heart, if you felt it was exactly what you needed to hear today, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Activate the notification bell so you don't miss any new content. And consider becoming a channel member, because it's the support of people like you that allows these messages to continue reaching those who need them. Every view, every comment, every share spreads this energy of prosperity to more Geminis around the world. And leave your birth date in the comments below. I want to see how many Geminis are ready to enter this new phase of abundance. Let's create a chain of positive energy in the comments. And if you know another Gemini who needs to hear these messages, share this video with them. Be a channel of light and prosperity in someone's life. Always remember, you are special, you are capable. You deserve all the richness the universe has in store for you. Your journey is just beginning, and the best is yet to come. Trust in that with all your heart. I believe in you. The universe believes in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. Go out there and build the prosperous life you deserve. A hug full of light for you, and until the next video.